Good evening, Belize, and welcome to XTV's news broadcast for Friday, August 28, 2026. Making the headlines tonight, union members stage midday walk for demands in front of SSB Belize City branch. 3 years after loan signing, Saudi firms submit construction bids for Belmopan University Hospital. And has the Kumbal given any instructions in the Budma kidnapping case? We take our first break and return with the news in detail.
When I install an AC system, I recommend Ream from Bennett's. Unlike inferior units that drive up electricity costs, restrict yard flow, and wear out quickly, Ream has the right solution for every space. With a wide range of options, I can choose the right Ream system to keep every customer cool, comfortable, and satisfied. Because at Benny's, quality is saving.
Best for you and best for me. At Benny's, it's the quality. Benny's, quality and saving.
Get a smart start this new school year with deals you don't want to miss. Get a prepaid device starting at just $235. Choose from the TCL 503, Honor Play 10, Samsung A07, Samsung A17, and more. Every prepaid device purchase includes a free starter package with minutes, data, and SMS to get you started. Students and teachers, sign up for a Trio postpaid plan and enjoy 50% off for 3 months. Bundle your Trio plan with a postpaid data plan and get a free MiFi. Start the school year powered up with a postpaid power pack, including a device and your postpaid plan deposit, starting at $275. Plus, new students and teachers that sign up for their postpaid bundle get their first month free. Power up for back to school with Smart. Smart, bringing people together.
Maria's was planned to open in 2020, and that's when COVID came. I thought the dream was dead. People would come to my house, they would purchase the coffees from there. That gave me the little confidence, like, okay, I could do this. Atlantic Bank, of course, helped me take the next step. Once I had their support, it was smooth sailing from there. This business is my life. It's literally what provides my family with food and employment. I employ 3 family members, so it's really everything for us.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
The BCCI's Expo Belize Marketplace is back and celebrating 30 years of Belizean innovation, enterprise, and business. Save the date and join us on Saturday, September 12 and Sunday, September 13, 2026 at the Marion Jones Sports Complex in Belize City from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Experience Belize's premier marketplace where entrepreneurship and opportunity come together under one roof. From exclusive deals and promotions to delicious food, drinks, and live entertainment, the Expo Belize Marketplace has something for everyone. Whether you're shopping, networking, discovering what's new, or simply enjoying the Expo vibes, this is one event you don't want to miss. Celebrate 30 years of business excellence with us at the Expo Belize Marketplace 2026, where Belize does business. See you there. Sponsors include
School tax-free days are here again. Saturday, August 15 and 29th. The Belize Tax Service is pleased to inform all consumers that General Sales Tax (GST) will once again be waived on eligible school supplies. In addition to the existing exempt zero-rated items, the government has approved the following school supplies to be GST-free for the designated period. The approved items are as follows: exempt zero-rated notebooks, textbooks and workbooks, school bags, pencils, crayons, lead pencils, erasers, and pencil case. Taxable items that are tax-free for the approved days: pen pens, uniform material, ready-made uniforms, binders and folders, highlighters, markers, pencil sharpeners, calculators, regular and scientific, scissors, folder pages, graph paper, typing sheets, rulers, Bristol board, correction fluid or whiteout, eligible footwear, black school shoes and black tennis shoes, tapes, brown paper book covers and craft paper, newsprint or shop paper, liquid soap, glue, geometry sets, lunch kits and boxes, socks, hand sanitizer and toilet paper. Remember, check your receipts after purchase. To ensure GST is not incorrectly applied, report any abuse or non-compliance by calling 613-2773, 613-8375, 614-5731, or 613-2840. For any further assistance or information, please visit or contact any Belize Tax Service office countrywide. Our team is ready to assist you.
Belize, if you're looking for the perfect home air conditioner, then listen up. First, choose the right tonnage. Correct sizing means perfect cooling and much lower electricity bills. Now, look for efficiency. GREE uses AI-driven performance to optimize cooling and fight high energy costs. Lastly, don't just cool your air, clean it. Demand health-focused air treatment and smart connected features. Get the global leader in smart home comfort. Contact us today to find your perfect GREE AC.
The morning breaks with a quiet hum, a golden thread where the light comes from. The earth feels still, yeah.
It's a stable place. Thank you, Father.
Whispering winds carry my heart.
Us at MIDH, today is handing over says a lot. It really makes us realize how much we changed lives. From looking at the structure that Miss Pearl lives in, and she has been there for the last 3 years, and as a lead on the housing unit, I have to hear all the stories and have to hear her struggles. And so for me, today is a special day.
First of all, I am happy for this house. I hope I don't have any more stress and problems. That house, I built that with one hand. I broke this hand March 2022. That's why I tell Miss Maruka times, I hold one end of the zinc, balance it with the broke hands, and I kneel with the right hand and she kneel the other side. And that is how I get into that house. I don't have any window. I suffer in that house. Maybe that's why I lose weight. I sweat day and night. But thank God, thank you, Father. I appreciate this host.
We live every day for this moment when we can all say, indeed, as she did, thank God for the blessings that we have and to make the lives of our people better. So, congratulations, Ms. Perlin, and I am pleased to announce that this village is now officially named Pearlville.
Soft as a prayer, a brand new start. Whispering winds heal what's scarred. Whispering winds heal what's scarred.
Welcome back with your news. I am Drea Espinosa. Members of the Christian Workers Union, CWU, employed at the Social Security Board, Belize City office, staged a midday walk for demands to bring pressure on the government. Today was the deadline the National Trade Union Congress had given the Prime Minister to respond to their August 24 letter. We spoke with NTUCB President Ella Waite, who said they disagree with the Prime Minister on one of their immediate demands, the resignation of BTL Chairman Mark Helm Lizarraga and 3 directors. The Prime Minister had stated that the chairman and board members did nothing wrong.
And we do not agree with the Prime Minister. We made a point when we had a press conference about the July where the chair has been advocating for certain things to happen at BTL that would have benefited the organization, the way that he has not been transparent to NTUCB and to other entities, his promise of public consultations which did not happen. It just shows that we do not have that confidence as NTUCB, the workers at BTL and the citizens of this country in the chair anymore. And if we're saying the company belongs to Belizeans, should we be the ones who say we do not have the performance of the chair?
So what is the NTUCB going to do? Is it today you've had this action? Is it that you are going to record the responses or non-responses of the Prime Minister and the government and then from there decide what else you're going to do to escalate?
Well, to show how responsible the NTUCB is, the General Secretary last night sent out a letter again to the Prime Minister, Mr. Courtney and Mr. Leslie, reminding them that today is a deadline. He did that via email and WhatsApp because we are a responsible entity. We don't want to take this any further than needs to. We have learned from ILO when it comes to ensuring that workers' rights and decent work is achieved in this country. We have social dialogue. The Prime Minister knows we are willing to sit around that table and discuss the issues. So we did the last thing last night to reach out and say, hey, the deadline is tomorrow. We haven't heard from you. As far as I know, 11 o'clock, the General Secretary has not informed us he has gotten a response. That is total disregard and disrespect, again, not for NTUCB only, but for the citizens of this country who are willing to come out the other day and demonstrate, who are willing to say, you know what, we have had enough of things happening in this country for no accountability. But it has to be a dialogue. It has to begin somewhere. If not, this will continue. This will continue. We will have havoc. We will stop services in different organizations. Do we really want that?
So the union membership, the wider union membership is supportive of escalating because I know they were ready to demonstrate in Bomopan and Belize City.
Not just in the membership, but citizens, right, were ready to demonstrate. I think a lot got disappointed when we did, but I'm hoping that they understood why. Because this main issue going out there was the acquisition, the proposed acquisition. That was the main issue. But we said, you know what? We are not NTUCB that would have led that charge. We are not we're not a rich organization. We have to ensure that the limited resources we have, we use it wisely, and the energy. Because it takes energy, it takes a lot of planning to get the demonstration underway. So we said, let's hard work. Let us sit together. Be civil. Let us be civil at this point and write down our demands, which the public and NTUCB has been calling for, and reach out for some kind of discussion, some kind of a dialogue with the government.
Late this afternoon, we received the word that the Cabinet Secretary reached out to the NTUCB and notified that the PM instructed him to write the Congress today, informing that their demands will be taken to Cabinet on Wednesday. In April 2023, Cabinet approved the 150-bed University Hospital for Belmopan. A $19 million Belize Saudi loan was signed in May of 2023. Subsequently, the government acquired 15 acres of land from Annie Zhu and Kenny Zeng for $6.9 million after it was decided that the facility would no longer be placed on land belonging to the University of Belize. On December 10, 2024, Cabinet announced that Saudi firm Dar Al Omran International Engineering Consulting Company received the design contract for $3.27 million. Over 3 years have passed since the loan signing. This week, Minister of Health Honorable Kevin Bernard informed that 2 Saudi companies have submitted bids for construction. The evaluation committee is scheduled to meet next week to review the bids. Bernard added that after all due diligence, including from the Office of the Contractor General, groundbreaking should take place by December this year.
Progress is undergoing. I'm hoping, Marisol, that I'm not going to speak out of turn here, but I'm hoping that by the end of this year we could groundbreak and we could see action. That's all. That's my hope.
Did that spots get flooded during that flood event in July?
I am not sure. I can't answer that. I did not hear anything, but I don't know. I think the entire Belmopan city was flooded, so we have to look. But I can tell you, bet it was not the worst the way how the old proposed land was, because I understand that was fully underwater.
What's the update with that? Because I understand that MIDH was supposed to come in and assess damages.
I haven't gotten any report from them, so I can't comment.
It has been at least 4 months since officials in the Ministry of Home Affairs confirmed that the Director of Public Prosecutions had returned the Joseph Budna kidnapping file back to the Belize Police Department with further directives. Today, we asked Commissioner of Police Dr. Anthony Richard Rosado whether he has issued any instructions to the investigating officer on the case.
You given any directives to the investigating officer, and if you wouldn't mind sharing who that is in terms of the Budna investigation?
Well, I will acknowledge that we have received the file from the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution. A number of directives were given, and those directives are being complied with.
As far as we're aware, though, that file came back from the DPP many months ago, so how much longer should it take for that investigation to be completed?
Please appreciate that investigation we cannot complete. Many investigations we cannot complete overnight. And during the investigation, the guidance that have been provided by the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution, we have made some significant accomplishment during the process.
Joseph Budna's brother has formally requested the release of Budna's vehicle, which remains in the custody of the Belize Police Department since his kidnapping on August 22, 2025. Even though it was recommended that the vehicle be released to the person who Budna grants authorization in writing, the vehicle has not been released. Today, we asked the Compol why.
Please appreciate that for us to be able to hand over property to any individual, it must come with the authority from the owner of that individual. Handing those properties to any individual without the proper documentation from the owner, it opens the police department to liability.
After the break, BBA urges pause on EV rollout amid grid instability. Stay with us.
Every great job starts at Brothers Habet with the best supplies and the right support, including free delivery on site, so you can focus on the job. Brothers Habet, working with contractors since 1983.
Whether you are a busy person or stuck in traffic or having an adverse or very demanding circumstance, tension builds up, causing you to be stressed out. Stress attacks everyone, anytime, any age. And stress is a killer. Palm City? It's best to be alive than dead. So visit Freetown Drugstore to get options to relieve stress and to relax your mind.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you today?
I'm so stressed out.
Okay, I'm saying I can help right now. When I this daily, for 10 days, I am good after that, okay?
Okay.
Freetown Drugstore, 28 Freetown Road, where you are better off alive than dead. Freetown Drugstore, telephone 223-2876.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high-quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale. always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
Hello, Belize. If you're looking for the perfect home air conditioner, then listen up. First, choose the right tonnage. Correct sizing means perfect cooling and much lower electricity bills. Now, look for efficiency. Gree uses AI-driven performance to optimize cooling and fight high energy costs. Lastly, don't just cool your air. Clean it. Demand health-focused air treatment and smart connected features. Get a global leader in smart home comfort. Contact us today to find your perfect Gree AC.
So it started off like any other summer day in Belize. I decided to go down to Builders Hardware since I hear they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, man, the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God Builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
With a quiet hum, a golden thread where the light comes from. The earth feels still, yeah.
It's a stable feeling. Thank you, Father.
Whispering winds carry my heart.
Us at MIDH, today's handing over says a lot. It really makes us realize how much we changed lives. From looking at the structure that Miss Pearl lives in, and she has been there for the last 3 years, and as a lead on the housing unit, I have to hear all the stories and have to hear her struggles. And so for me, today is a special day.
First of all, I am happy for this house. I hope I don't have any more stress and problems. That house, I built that with one hand. I broke this hand March 2022. That's why I tell Miss Maruka turns, I hold one end of the zinc, balance it with the broke hands, and I kneel with the right hand and she kneel the other side. And that is how I get into that house. I don't have any window. I suffer in that house. Maybe that's why I lose weight. I sweat day and night. But thank God, thank you, Father. I appreciate this house.
We live every day for this moment. When we can all say, indeed, as she did, thank God for the blessings that we have and to make the lives of our people better. So, congratulations, Ms. Perlin. And I am pleased to announce that this village is now officially named Pearlville.
Soft as a prayer, a brand new start. Whispering winds heal what's scarred. Whispering winds heal what's scarred.
The Belize Bus Association, BBA, on Thursday called for a halt of the electric vehicle EV bus expansion until Belize's energy supply stabilizes. The BBA says that while it supports modern and cleaner transport as an enhanced service for commuters, quote, the country must first rectify its unstable energy situation, end quote. In its statement, the association warned that Belize's facing a serious energy crisis and pointed to BEL's ongoing load shedding and supply constraints from Mexico's CFE, which BEL relies on for an estimated 33% of its energy supply. It also highlighted BEL's chronic financial problem, owing CFE approximately $30 million, $20 million of which is overdue. In early July, BEL reported that it sources 168 megawatts of power from 8 main independent power producers. An estimated 113 megawatts are generated in country. However, that figure fluctuates based on maintenance or seasonal supply from Belcogen and Santander. For instance, on Tuesday, when CFE unexpectedly pulled the plug on Belize, the in-country generation was only 103 megawatts, while peak demand reached 122 megawatts, a difference of 19 megawatts. The BBA noted that with 324 kilowatts per bus, 100 electric buses would consume 32.4 megawatts of power for one day. The BBA said the 4,500 commuters would be impacted if electric buses are stranded. The Ministry of Transport subsequently responded via press release stating that the charging stations for the electric buses being procured by the National Bus Company will be powered primarily by solar energy, and BEL will only serve as a secondary source. In police news on Thursday, we reported that 77-year-old retiree Erlene Gillett was killed after a van struck her while she was attempting to cross the Philip Golson Highway near Mile 2 on Thursday morning. Today, ASP Stacey Smith told the media that police served a notice of intended prosecution to the driver of the van. We also understand that the van had private license plates.
Police have served a notice of intended prosecution on a male person in connection with the ongoing investigation into a fatal road traffic accident which resulted in the death of 77-year-old Erlene Gillett, a Belizean retiree of Burrell Boom. The traffic accident occurred just before 11:30 a.m. on 27 August 2026 in the vicinity of Mile 2 on the Philip Golson Highway. What the investigation has shown so far is that Gillett was struck by a Dodge Caravan which was being driven by the stated male person as she was attempting to cross the highway. The motor vehicle has since been impounded as a part of the ongoing investigation, and a urine sample has been obtained from the driver. If memory serves well, I believe this is the second of such incident in recent time when a pedestrian was struck seeking to cross the highway. So certainly it would be to urge persons to use the designated crossing path in that area. But also there's an onus on drivers, it's still within safety limits. And though the area was not a designated crossing area, persons traveling on board motor vehicle have a duty to pay attention and be on the alert as they're operating these motor vehicles.
A motorcycle traffic accident on Thursday afternoon near the Jacintoville Junction at Mile 80 on the Thomas Vincent Ramos Highway claimed the life of 25-year-old BDF soldier Esteban Cruz. His passenger also sustained injuries and was the only one wearing a helmet. ASP Stacey Smith said that preliminary investigation revealed that Cruz lost control of the motorcycle.
Police are investigating a fatal traffic accident which resulted in the death of Esteban Cruz, a 25-year-old Belize Defense Force soldier of Agacate village located in southern Belize. The incident occurred at around 3:30 p.m. on Thursday, 27 August 2026 at the Jacintoville Junction, which is located near Mile 80 on the Thomas Vincent Ramos Highway. The investigating officer reported that upon arriving on the scene of the accident, he observed an injured and unresponsive male person who was subsequently identified as Kus, as well as another injured but responsive male person who was learned to be the pillion rider of a motorcycle. Also observed on the scene was a damaged Lifan brand motorcycle. What the investigation has so far indicated is that both Coast and the Pylon rider were traveling on board the Lifan brand motorcycle, Coast being the driver, when upon approaching the junction, Mr. Coast allegedly lost control of the motorcycle and collided into the guardrail in that area.
In other news, the Ministry of Sustainable Development, Climate Change and Solid Waste Management, alongside the Ministry of the Public Service, Disaster Risk Management and Enterprise, launched the Belize Multi-Hazard Risk Management Capacity Building Project on Thursday in Belmopan. Backed by the Taiwan International Cooperation and Development Fund and implemented via the Taiwan Technical Mission in Belize, the initiative aims to enhance the country's readiness, monitoring, and response capabilities for multiple hazards with a primary focus on wildfire and flood risk management. To formalize the partnership, a Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) was signed establishing the framework for governance, coordination, collaboration, information sharing, and joint action. Minister of Climate Change, Honorable Orlando Habet, spoke of the importance of such a project and said a task force has already been formed.
What has happened is that we have had a prior project through support from the Taiwanese Technical Mission and the Embassy for early warning systems. We have seen that it has worked, but because of the work that we do and the work that the Ministry under Minister Henry Charles does, we see that there are a lot of similarities. They are actually cross-cutting issues. And so we decided for us to be able to work together, we had to come up with a project which is an approach to multi-hazard risk management. So we're not only looking at one hazard at a time, but looking at the potential of all these possible hazards that at some time can affect Belize, and we have to be better prepared. So this is going to assist us in preparation, in actually doing the work when the time comes for that risk if an event occurs, and then post the event to see what we can do for response and recovery. So communities have already been identified where the work will take place. Also, a task force between the two ministries has been formed, and they will work along with the project coordinator, which is from the Technical Mission of Taiwan, to look at those communities, identify the hazards, and start working towards a plan for the multi-hazard risk management.
Daniel Mendez, the National Emergency Coordinator, said it is an expansion of an existing program to new communities.
This collaboration is important because we combine issues of early warning through the strengthening the Met service and the hydrology service in order to be able to give us enough information to let people know of something happening. And so it just goes back to the nature of disaster management, where we all have to collaborate. So this project involves multiple agencies, but the most important part is working with villages, with communities. And so the work is translated, as our minister has said this morning, is translated in the work that we see in the communities themselves. So the beneficiaries of all of this, the information, all of the science that is going to be strengthened, will be the villages and the cities and the towns that will be on the list.
We know this is a continuation of the previous early warning project. So how does this make that stronger?
So it continues the work. We have many hundreds of communities in the country. And so the work of reaching all of them is going to take a long time. So it continues the work that started in the Belize River Valley, particularly up in the San Ignacio area. And so we're basically working our way down the river and trying to reach those communities that are in that area. But it's also targeting new communities that we haven't had the chance to work with as yet.
After the break, farmers reminded to stay prepared as temperatures rise. Stay tuned.
connection isn't something you switch on. It's something you build together.
Connected through culture.
Culture isn't preserved in silence. It's kept alive through participation.
Connected through education.
Education doesn't always look like a classroom. Sometimes it looks like someone taking the time to teach and someone else choosing to learn.
Connected through sports.
Before the wins, before the applause, there's belonging. Here, young people learn more than how to play. They learn how to stand together.
Connected through community.
Community isn't a campaign, it's showing up. Not once, but every time it matters.
Connected through you.
Behind every connection is a person who cares. People who listen. People who stay. We don't just connect services, we connect you to your world.
Connected through every chapter.
Smart, bringing people together.
Feel the music, live the vibe. The Francis Renault Concert Series presents Positive Vibrations. 3 nights only at the Bliss Center for the Performing Arts. Thursday, September 3rd at 8 p.m., Friday, September 4th at 8 p.m., and Sunday, September 6th at 6 p.m. Belize's best voices, powerful performances, unforgettable energy. Tickets available now at the Bliss Center. Telephone 227-2110 or 600-7453. Positive Vibrations is sponsored by Niche Public Utilities Commission, Madisco, Currency, Belize Electricity Limited, Fulltech Systems, Belize City Council, Norman's Printing, Central Bank, Travelers, and RB's Decor. Feel the music, live the vibe. Presented by the Francis Renault Concert Series. See you at the Bliss.
Maria's was planned to open in 2020, and that's when COVID came. I thought the dream was dead. People would come to my house, they would purchase the coffees from there. That gave me the little confidence, like, okay, I could do this. Atlantic Bank, of course, helped me take the next step. Once I had their support, it was smooth sailing from there. This business is my life. It's literally what provides my family with food and employment. I employ 3 family members, so it's really everything for us.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
As a plumber for 25 years, I believe in quality, and that's why I shop for all my plumbing supplies at Benny's. Cheaper PVC pipes and fittings may save a little today, but leaks can cost much more tomorrow. And that's why I shop at Benny's, because quality is savings.
Quality is savings at Benny's. Best for you and best for me. At Benny's, it's the quality. Benny's, quality and savings.
With El Nino currently bringing warmer temperatures, Daniel Mendez, the National Emergency Coordinator, was asked if farmers have begun to report crop loss. Mendez said so far no such reports have come in, but with drought conditions expected, he advised farmers and residents to be prepared.
So we personally haven't been receiving reports. So we have been working with the Met Service and through the Ministry of Agriculture. What we do know is that the decreased rain can have effects that will require a multi-agency approach in the future. So we know that there's going to be less rainfall as an increased heat. So we are already making plans for potential hazards that we may see developing. That could include fires, damages to crops, and damage to people's livelihood. So we're preparing for those things already with our partner ministries.
But do you think you're going to ever be fully prepared? Because, with climate change, it happens so fast. The droughts, the flooding, the hurricanes will only get worse.
So we're doing what we can. Can we ever be truly prepared? I don't think so. I don't think any country can ever be truly prepared. The hazards are changing. The effects are more severe. What we used to know in the past is changing. So the best we can do is try to keep up with the science, try to reach out to communities to ensure that communities remain prepared all the time for any hazard. And just because, for example, even though we are seeing the potential that we may have decreased rainfall or decreased likelihood of storms hitting us this year, the point is we need to stay prepared because we do not know.
During a ceremony in Belize City today, special constables were sworn in. Commissioner of Police Dr. Anthony Richard Rosado revealed that these special constables have power of arrest, which should assist police officers in Belize City to carry out their duty.
Well, as special constable, they now have the power of arrest. And with that power of arrest, they have that come with great responsibility. Hence the reason I found it necessary to caution them today when I did my remarks. I think they will help us significantly in enforcing the traffic regulation while we focus on our crime prevention effort.
Is the department looking to use the same kind of system across the country in different municipalities?
Yes, that's the direction we want to go. We want to partner with all traffic wardens, with all municipalities, with the transport department, because we believe if we develop their capacity, we'll be able to focus on our mandate as police officers.
The Commissioner of Police, Dr. Anthony Richard Rosado, today spoke about the department's readiness ahead of the many festivities and events scheduled for September as Belizeans prepare to celebrate the country's 45th anniversary of independence. Belize City will be without 2 of its 4 Hallover Creek crossings when the replacement of the Belcan and Swing bridges begins next year. The construction will take roughly 3 years. Police Commissioner Dr. Anthony Richard Rosado spoke on how that could affect their policing work. On Wednesday, UDP party leader Honorable Tracy Tager Panton addressed the resignation of 2 of the party's executive members, Juliet Thimbrill and Audrey Wallace. The woman served as the party's national campaign manager and as chair of the Public Relations Committee, respectively. Panton denied that the move hinted at a lack of unity.
Let me say categorically that both Ms. Audrey Wallace and Ms. Juliet Timbrell are valuable members of the United Democratic Party. They have contributed and they continue to contribute to the rebuilding of the United Democratic Party. For reasons that are both personal and professional, they indicated to me that they're not able to take on the substantive role of being the chair of the Public Relations Committee or having to take on the role of national campaign manager, respectively. But make no mistake, they continue to work very closely with the leadership team. In fact, tomorrow morning, I will be on Wave Radio along with Ms. Timbrell. She continues to lead the charge in terms of the unraveling of the misuse of the public purse and public resources by the kind of work that she does, investigative work she's doing, and on Wave Radio and Wave Television. So let's not be distracted by those whose only intention is to try and create disruption or who try to undermine the efforts of this party to rebuild and to stand on its strongest leg and to be ready to govern this country whenever the next elections are called.
And with that, we've come to the end of our newscast. A repeat can be viewed on this station later tonight at 9 and again Monday at midday. Join us again Monday for another edition of the news. And remember, you can always catch up with the day's top stories on our YouTube channel, WhatsApp channel, and Facebook page under XTV Belize. And you can watch the evening news live on our XTV, BH, and I app. I am Drea Espinosa. Have a safe and enjoyable weekend.